going on YouTube? One and only X-Ram here. We're doing a beautiful Wednesday morning. I wanted to talk today about lane positioning. And by that, obviously, where you put yourself in a lane while riding. And kind of the things I do and what it is I do to stay as safe as possible. At the same time, give myself exit strategies and ways to make it so that should some dipshit cut me off or someone try to run me off the road, or if I'm at a stoplight and someone behind me doesn't want to stop and hiss me, you know, how to minimize, you know, the impact and to minimize the damage that you take just by how you position your bike on the road. So I want to get into that, you know, how I do things. And I characterize myself as a offensive, defensive, aggressive, passive driver. I can't say I'm more aggressive because, you know, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes you can't be that aggressive because the situation doesn't lend aggressive behavior. So you have to obviously change your riding depending on the traffic situations. So with that, when I'm on my way back, I'll explain more in depth of the positioning of the lanes and how I set myself up on the right lane, the middle lane, the left lane, and around other cars. First off, all I gotta say is that is so freaking gorgeous. I hope that my camera can display to you how gorgeous this sunset is. Oh my God, that is nice. That is freaking beautiful. But I love this fucking state. I can see sunsets like that on a regular basis. So gorgeous. All right, anyways, back to the main topic, lane positioning. I had anticipated to have a good bit more traffic than what I do now, to kind of give you actual situational what I would do. So instead, I'm just going to explain it. Depending on which lane you're in, say I'm in the middle lane, which I am right now, I like to stay on the left side of the middle lane because the cars in front of you, obviously the driver's side is on the left side. So most people's mirrors are angled so that the corner of them will actually catch your headlights and it will reflect back at them. So if you drive on the driver's side, you're more than likely going to be in their line of sight when they get the little glances of light in the mirror. It's enough to get their attention. You don't have to blind them, you have to flash them, but it's enough to be in their field of view. Also, depending on which side has the most cars, like say this left lane has more cars, I'm going to drive more towards the left lane or left side because I want to be close to other cars. It may seem a little different. Like right now, I'm on the right side because there's more cars on my right side. And also, on the far left lane, I don't want to be all the way to the left because you have no exit strategy. You're stuck either going right or right. You have no choice. Here, I can go right or a little left if need be. I like to position myself depending on where the cars are at as well. You know, like I said, there's no car to my left, so I'm going to stay towards the driver's side. And I like to stay close to the other cars around me because should they come over, instead of them coming over while I'm in the right side of the lane and then thinking they have all that room to come over, I am right next to them. If they come over, I still got the whole lane and possibly the other side to go. So again, it may seem a little backwards to be close to other cars when riding. However, if there's a car to your left and you have the entire lane in which you're in and maybe even the right lane to get away from them, you're actually giving yourself more room and more time to get out of the way. So like right now, I have more cars on my left, and I'm in the driver's side. I'm in the driver's field of view that's in front of me, as well as the driver's view that's behind me, because obviously the driver is going to be on the left side, being that I'm in the US. So staying in these people's field of view is what it's all about. Now, when coming to a stoplight, stop sign, or anything, staying to one side or the other is a huge thing to do. Two reasons. One, should someone come up behind you and you look in your mirrors and see they're not slowing down, you can whip on around the person in front of you because you left enough room, you left a gap for you to be able to do so. Jesus Christ, these people piss me off. Also, should the event happen that it's just so quick you can't get out of the way and you get rear-ended, you also won't smash into the car in front of you, hence getting fucking double hit. You don't want that. So, staying off-center of vehicles not only gives you exits, but also puts you in the field of view of the drivers around you. You know what I mean? So, the object of riding is to remain seen. So if you do everything you can to be noticed, even though that old woman was on her cell phone, if should she have come over, I had this whole rest of the lane to come over. Your reactions are fast enough that more likely than not you'll be able to get out of the way. Because what do you do when you ride? You scan all the time. Me personally, you'll always see my head going from here to here to here. Always. It looks like I'm being a freaking bobblehead, but in reality I'm looking at everything all the time. So those are kind of how I deal with riding. I know a lot of you guys probably do the same thing. You know, maybe have little other tips and tidbits you may be able to throw out. You know, they're always welcome. If you choose to critique how I ride, be sure it's constructive criticism. I don't want to hear, oh, you just suck or this or that. You know, actually put some thought behind it. You know, any constructive criticism is welcome because it helps you improve as a rider. So with that, you guys leave me comments, leave me some messages, maybe do a video vlog, you know, whatever you're fancy. And you guys have a good rest of the night, good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.